Stop calling remasters remakes and remakes masters. This is such an annoying thing going on in the online atmosphere. See, there's this little thing called remasters, and then there's this little other thing called remakes. This goes for music, this goes for video games, this goes for movies even, and the TV shows, I think, maybe, I don't know, but mainly for music and video games. That's the point I'm trying to make today. So stop calling remasters and remakes. They are two completely separate, different terms, and I've seen people so many use them interchangeably, and it gets so annoying. It gets on my nerves. Alright, so I'm gonna explain how to use the terms properly. So you have remasters. Let's start with music for an example. So this is a song. And then this is the remastered version of the song. You see, remasters are used for stuff like, okay, people are going back to the original, going back to the original recordings or the original mixes of the song, and they're retweaking the EQ or changing the effect of that MIDI or sound or vocal, whatever it is. They're just tweaking the sound. They're going in to the original mix and tweaking the sound. And then that's the remaster version of it, because it's a different version of it, but it's still the same thing that they're going to change. Now this is a song. And this is the remake of the song. You see, remakes are completely separate from remasters, because you want to know why? Is because when remaking a song, you are actually recreating the original song from the ground up. You're not going back to the original whatsoever. You're completely rebuilding it. You're remembering how to make the song. It's a completely different mix. It's a completely different recording of your vocals or your guitars or your instruments, whatever. It's completely different, but it's the same thing. So that's when it's called a remake of the song. Now, the same applies for video games. Remasters, you're going into the original code, tweaking a bit, upping the quality, upping the performance, upping accessibility. Like The Last of Us. The Last of Us is a really good example of this. Remastering. The way it doesn't look much different, it's because it's the original code. It's the original source. It's the original video footage. It's the original gameplay, just retweaked a bit, so it's remastered to PS4. And now the remakes are a different story. They're recreating the code. They're recreating all the assets. They're recreating. I'm not sure about voiceovers, but I'm sure they're recreating that. And I'm sure it's recreating all the environments and all the stuff. You're remaking everything. That's the point of the term. Remaking everything. They're not going back to the original code. They're starting from scratch and rebuilding the game from there. And that's why you have the remake on PS5. And that way it looks different, but still the same. But it looks better. It looks better. That's the point of remakes. It's supposed to make the original thing better. So for remakes, it's essentially the goal of remakes is to make the original piece of work better. It's to completely change the material, but make it the same thing, but better. Though Disney live action remakes, those are fucking shit. Taylor Swift albums. The Taylor's version. Okay, so from my understanding, it's re-recordings of the original songs. So it's her songs that she owns. So it's new mixes. Now we'll make it new mixes of the original songs. So she's been releasing remake albums. That's what she's been doing. Taylor Swift. So my point is, stop calling remasters remakes and remakes remasters, because they're two completely different terms. So don't complain about the 1,000-Year Door remake, but not looking that much different. It is different. You're not using your eyes. I don't even care for Paper Mario, what the fuck?